To my channel, Coin Lady, and thank you for returning. Right now, we're hovering around 42 cents. And at this particular moment, everyone is claiming that the bottom is in, get ready to flee. It seems like we're set to launch, but no one is convinced. I even see some arguing for XRP at 32 cents. The supremacy of Bitcoin, incidentally, is also doing really well. All I can do is wait for the next step. Just stock up while you can, relax, and wait for something to happen. Nowadays, very few retail holders own a significant amount of XRP. This picture appeals to me more. With the return of this visual, I believe we are approaching the endgame now. For some reason, this keeps coming up again and again. Anyone familiar with cryptocurrency or cryptocurrency ownership knows about XRP. And those who own more than 25,000 XRP are even more well known. And this is where you can make out the little block. However, XRP will be known by everybody in due time. Sooner or later, widespread use will occur. Everyone in the mainstream media is talking about Ripple instead of Bitcoin. In the end, it will all come to pass. We may be ahead of schedule, but we are also really fortunate. However, time is going to expire soon. All people on Earth will be on an equal footing once a single global currency is put into place. On top of that, it will open the door to a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to reap the benefits of a global asset value gain of $36 trillion. This is a once-in-a-lifetime chance to capitalize on what we are seeing unfold right now. It's derived from smoke. Either you seize this chance or live with the regret of missing out. It makes no difference whether you believe in facts and proof, which is one of their coolest features. Whether you subscribe to their claims or not, they remain universally applicable and truthful. The International Monetary Fund is looking into potential avenues for the SDR's increased usage in private transactions. Electronic SDRs and STRs undergoing rule changes. Plus, we'll benefit much from it. For the simple reason that many had anticipated XRP's eventual transformation into an ESDR. Then why would the IMF go with Ripple? There are a number of indicators, but here are a handful from Brad Garland's presentation on the XRP network at the IMF's house. If anything fishy happens on the blockchain, Ripple will be the first to know. Plus, Ripple was chosen to be an IMF advisor. That is why I keep advising you to pay attention to the BIS. Have a look at what the International Monetary Fund has said. Take note of the ECB statements. Ripple has been mentioned by the Fed on many occasions. Holding XRP is, in my opinion, like holding the future. And that's how I've always seen it. So, I'll be using my own post for this. Thus, XRP might potentially arrive in SDR or ESDR. If it were to transpire, XRP prices would likely reach $1,000. Plus, regular people can now own SDRs according to new regulations from the IMF. Right now, even if XRP never became an SDR, just think of the enormous liquidity pool the IMF could open up by ditching XRP for OTL and repurposing it for STRS. The demand would be so high that XRP's price would skyrocket. To supplement the current money reserves of member nations, the International Monetary Fund, IMF, established a new form of reserve currency in 1969 called a special drawing rights, SDR. So there you have it, SDRs are like a pool from which these nations can borrow money. Just think of the size of the liquidity pool the IMF could generate for XRP. We made it clear that we aren't concerned with the volume of XRP transactions, but rather with the quantity of XRP that will remain unmined and so create enormous demand. The true factor that will determine XRP's price is that. Some have argued that this is already old news. On the other hand, this holds more weight now than it did in the past. Consider the current events around XRP. And XLM, we are nearly there with the rail system, and everyone is prepared for fair play. You needed a good eye for this when people looked at it in the past. It is nearly finished now. On a worldwide scale, this will eventually become the standard system that everyone uses every day. Think about it, if someone had mentioned the idea of a global reserve currency, a one-world currency, or the potential for XRP and XLM to serve as such a currency in 2018, or even 2019, very few people would have believed them. Back then, there were still a lot of people holding XRP. Though many were merely looking forward to the next cycle, when XRP will likely reach a new all-time high, in 2021. However, those who began to observe how Ripple was arranging rails at a microscopic level might foresee what was about to come. And I'm almost done with it today. That BRICS would never utilize Ripple Tech and XRP is the worst assertion that crypto space folks have been making. Simply put, they are a corporation based in the United States. You know what I mean? People are always claiming they're not going to use RippleNet technology, that they're going to create their own system, etc. Oh my. That's how I see it, they won't be constructing a brand new system. Because of the SEC vs Ripple case, Ripple is now a worldwide firm. And it seems to me that that was deliberate. However, that isn't the most crucial aspect. Examine Project Enbridge from the perspective of the greatest source that reveals the truth. China is one of the BRICS countries cited in the white paper, along with the Fed, the World Bank, the International Monetary Fund, and countless other central banks. The paper also discusses who performs best, with the IMF mentioning XRP and XLM, the technologies that Ripple and Stellar provide, multiple times. XRP and XLM are the driving forces for the realization of the BIS and IMF's vision. Nothing would be taking place if it weren't for it. You must not allow yourself to be overwhelmed by the FUD and shakeouts. Most people don't get how massive this is. The impact is profound. The BIS, the BRICS, the IMF, and the Fed are all points of contention, you know. However, it's worth noting that they have been providing you with the treasure map for quite some time. All the nations that are interested in joining the BRICS already have Ripple tracks inside them, if you look at it that way. I find it quite interesting that every single country is somehow connected to Ripple, either directly or through partnerships. It's almost like it's a prerequisite to join the BRICS now. Thank you for watching my channel and for subscribing. I'll see you later.